Hey guys, this is Huzaifa for my YouTube channel Positive Academy. Today we have a guest, Watson. He is from music industry. He is a rapper. Now, when it comes to music industry, it is so much important to be creative, right?
Yeah.
I will not give any kind of introduction, but you will hear from Watson himself. So, Watson, please welcome to our show.
What's going
It's
on,
been a
everybody?
pleasure.
Welcome to the stream. I
Yeah,
hope
it's been
everyone's
a
having a
pleasure to
great,
have you.
fantastic, blessed day, night, wherever you're located. Grand rising to all of you.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure to have you. Over to you. You can just give your introduction, what you do, and what is going on currently.
Okay, so I am in the independent music industry. My name is Watson. You can find me on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, Pandora, Deezer, all the
Yes.
music capabilities. I'm on it. I got two new projects going to be coming out real soon. Next week, I believe it's going to be live. Two new songs. They're both touching on a more. They're more like personal projects because I'm actually singing and I'm not really a singer, I'm a rapper. So that's really something new. I'm trying a new sound. So hopefully everyone really, vibrates with it and it's just like real positive message I just want to put out. I just want to keep putting out positive messages. So I'm Phil Welcome. I'm Positive Academy's site. Everyone like, follow, do all the things.
Yeah,
um
and I would like to know, I mean, what it takes to be a rapper because it's a creative side, right? Like
mhm.
anyone cannot explore that thing, right? But I can see that you can make the song easily. You can do
Yeah.
anything like that. So, what is the magic? What is the thing behind that? Can you please just give the
So it all comes down to the three questions you got to ask yourself is like, what do you want the song to be about? Excuse me. What do you want the song to be about? Second is why are you making that song? And third is who do you want that song to affect? And those are three different questions you have to first ask yourself. What is the topic of your song? Like I said, what's the topic? You know, why are you making it? Are you just making it to feel good? Are you making it to spread a message? Are you making it to advertise something? Why are you making it? And the third reason is who are you making it for? You have to have the right audience when in today's age where everyone's attention span is really short, you really have to zone in on your targeted art audiences.
Yes, right, right. But I mean, from creative point of view, how you get the words, how you just formulate this, the rap song. It happens so fast, or it's already in your mind. What is the idea behind that?
So a lot of it comes from like inspiration from just situations in my life or it comes with like different things I've seen on television. Anime is a big inspiration in my life, so I reference anime in my music. Um how I want people to view me as an artist is what influences my music. Why I try to be so positive in the lyrics when we're surrounded by so much negativity in the world. So that's a big aspect. That's really and a lot of it. And then you obviously with rap music, there's a lot of rhyming and a lot of cadence that comes involved. So you want to have like a good 4 to 8 bars per verse of what you're doing. A bar is like, so it could be like, in one of my songs I said, so comatose off the doses, no need for a coffin, put me in the ocean, mind and body floating. So those are four comatose off the doses, no need for a coffin, put me in the ocean, mind and
It's
body
like
floating.
sounding onomatopoeia, rhyming words, right?
Exactly. Yes. And then
Mhm.
it goes more than just rhyming the words because then you want to find words that you don't really hear that often or more intelligent sounding words because you want your audience to really pay attention to what you're saying. You want to captivate them with your words because as an artist, I'm a storyteller. So I
Yes.
want to captivate my artist to make or my audience to make sure they're paying attention to what I'm saying. So I like to combine like education with entertainment. So as much entertaining as it is, I wanted to educate you in how I feel the world would operate a little bit better. If we're all a little nicer to each other, if we all care a little bit about what we what we say and what we do, and we're just a little more conscious of the decisions that we're making and the impacts they can have in the future, not only in the moment but later on as well. So what you do today affects what happens tomorrow.
Yes, yes, definitely. It's pile ups, like your karma. It adds.
Yes, exactly. And music, I've discovered music is like my dharma. So me and my producer got into a big conversation about dharmas and just our place in the universe and what we're supposed to do. And even though I'm not making $1 million, I would love to make $1 million. But even if I'm not making $1 million, to me, making music and putting it out there is more valuable than money is because it's something that can affect someone on a more personal spiritual level than just a monetary value or a physical
Yes,
item that they could purchase.
yes, I agree 100%. That's why just people prefer music when they are alone or when they want to
Yes.
elevate their mood. It's so much important, right?
So the
And
new
so,
song I'm putting out, the chorus of the song, the hook of the song is it goes, music's like a remedy, old school melody, because we're all kicking it, one happy family.
amazing, amazing.
And so
I
it's gonna
really,
be.
yeah, I really like how you put this. I mean, I have seen a lot of music artists, like,
Mm,
for example, Didi was into news recently, and he was
mm.
somewhere, he was a top level rapper. You might know about
Oh
Didi,
yeah,
right?
oh yeah, all the stuff going on is crazy right now. All the things coming out of what people were doing, and just the music industry is just a crazy industry, and it's very dark, and there's a lot of negativity in it. But that's
Yes,
why I want to make music that much more to just to counteract that, man. We have to battle it as much as we can.
yes. Because it's like a balance. When you see a lot of negativity and you put out positivity, it's kind of balance, right? And it always works in that form only in the universe, right? So that's what we just believe.
Yes, yes, 100%, man. 100%. I agree completely. And I'm I hate saying this out loud, but like we're all special, right? But like I'm nothing truly special. Like anyone can really if they want to impact the world in a positive way, they can truly choose to do that. It's easier to choose a negative way or a selfish way or
Yes,
something to benefit you only when you're not and then you expect everyone to support it when you haven't done any type of supporting of anyone but yourself. So it really just as an artist, it really breaks down your ego too. That I'm not the most important thing, but I'm glad that something that I did could affect someone in some way and hopefully make them affect someone else in a positive way. Because all I'm looking for is to grow that positivity strand in the world that we live in.
yes. And I would also like to know, like, from where your journey began, how
Mm.
you started that this is my field, how you come to know what is the
Okay.
what is the real thing behind that.
So I'm from Southside Chicago. So from that city, I'm surrounded by different aspects in the city, and then moving from Chicago, meeting friends and growing in Las Vegas. I found a group of friends. We were all freestyling in the garage every day, and just never thought I could put pen to paper. And then during COVID, as negative as it was, some positive things came out of it, which was my outlet for music that I didn't even know I had the capability of. So my one of my biggest friends, he ended up passing away from alcohol abuse. So that's what really showed me, like moderation, positivity. These are the things that we need to focus on more than just like good times and this and that, because there are repercussions to our good times, and so him passing away kind of gave me the push to push positive music, and then putting pen to paper for the first time realized I had a knack for it because of freestyling and honing my skills with my friends. And then as I've developed as an artist, just got getting better and better and better. Like all the new stuff coming out after the first album, after my first single I put out, has just grown as far as like more professional. I've been able to do performances. I performed at Mandalay Bay, the House of Blues, out here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Major casino. I performed there 2 times this year, which
Amazing,
was
amazing. Congratulations
amazing.
for congratulations for all this achievement which you're doing.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. I really
It's
appreciate
really a
that.
plus
Thank
for
you.
me. Yeah, it's really
Yeah.
great. I mean,
Yeah, it was a great show. Everyone really was. I didn't sell a lot of tickets personally, but everyone who went got to discover me and was like, came up to me at the end of the show and was like, "You're amazing. I'm gonna follow you. I can't wait for you to put out more music. I really understand the message you're trying. I vibrate with your message so hard." So that was really what touched me more than that meant the world to me. Anytime I get in an Uber with one of I take Ubers a lot, so anytime I get in an Uber ride, we're talking about music. I bring up my music and they look it up and listen to it. And almost 9 out of 10, they truly like it. Something about it really helped boost their day or their night or whatever. So that's really cool. I don't like talking about myself too much. Like I said, it really breaks down your ego to where like, who am I except for a person who just wants more positivity in the world. And
Yeah,
there's lots of us.
yeah, I also seen like this kind of music industry as an artist. You also have some special thing, right? Do you isolate somewhere yourself and try to just create something, or you are into public? What do you do exactly if you want to create something?
So
How do
so
you
if I want
explore
to
the
create
creativity?
so first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look up instrumentals like on YouTube, just anybody's instrumental, doesn't matter which one, and I'm just gonna listen to a bunch of them, find the one that's really like I'm liking, then I'll start, like I said, a subject, and once I get the subject, I'll start writing about it, and by the time I'm like a couple lines into that subject, the next song will come on. So then it's like, all right, now we're on a whole different beat. So, but we're gonna keep writing because we're in like a groove. So then we
Yes,
keep writing, and then the next song will come on. And we'll keep writing, and by the time I'm done trying to finish this song, I will have written it to like 5 or 6 different instrumentals. So now I'll go and find one that I really liked, and now we'll fine tune it to where the cadence will work with that type of beat. But what's cool about how my process of writing is that my music can kind of go with almost any instrumental because I write it to so many instrumentals. So when it's time to get in the studio, it's a little easier to find the beat that's gonna make those lyrics shine the most because it's been written to so many different ones. Which I don't know if other artists do that, but that's my writing process. Excuse me. And
yeah, and I,
I call them
you
so
okay?
I call them
Yeah,
like puzzle pieces. So then when I'm building the song, I find the different puzzle pieces that are gonna go together and just build it like a verbal puzzle.
yeah. Do you think that you are having this natural gift, or you have learned or acquired
Um,
at certain period of time? What do you think about
as a baby, my mom would always read me like nursery rhymes and stuff. I was very fortunate to grow up in a very loving household and family. So I think that definitely has a contributing factor to where like rhyming comes a little easier. A lot of it is also just feeling the energy. I truly believe in energy and the law of attraction and all of those things. And when you're focusing and on that type of frequency and energy, you're really able to tap into things that you didn't even think of, but you've never thought of before. Just because you're aiming there, something in the universe is giving you help because you're asking for it.
it? Yes, it's like what you give, you receive.
Exactly,
That's
exactly,
the
one
fun.
hundred percent.
I also seen like a rapper. If you're a rapper and then someone will just give a word, for example, universe. Then the rapper has a power to generate song based on that word. Is it
Yes, one
possible?
hundred
What do you
percent.
think?
Like I like
Yeah.
universe. So like I had like so there's like a puzzle piece I had where it goes, so it goes. I seen the universe. I seen the stars align, but I kept acting blind. Different faces, different places, different stages, many lies. I'm crossing many lines, growing so wise. I don't need no lies, so you have to recognize it's not the time for goodbyes. I'm opening my eyes,
Amazing.
using metaphysical rhymes. Can't stop and won't stop. A master living in his prime. So like that's just
Amazing.
like
Amazing.
just from that one word universe, I've written so many things about the universe that I can like that's the one that like would come into my head. So if someone was like universe and we got like beats going, I would have those pieces in my head and then still try to freestyle, but then have those in the back of my head as like a fallback. So if I need to think or if I need to like if I'm not liking what I'm saying, I can fall back to that to know that that's going to work with almost any instrumental that's on. So it's
Yes,
like
that's
a
really
basic.
amazing. We can really feel the vibe, the way
So
you are
like
just. trying to
And then
create.
so like a freestyle of that. So now that you heard that, that was like prepared. So then a freestyle for Universe would be like, off of the dome, this universal type of flow. This is how I go. I got a homie who likes to write indo on the street. This is me. I'm just doing my thing. Rocking without a beat. Acapella, it's me. Total freestyle. This is what it means to be free. Uh. There you go.
Great, great,
Universally.
amazing. That's really amazing. It's like you are just raising the frequency and vibration as it goes, right? It's
Yes.
really amazing.
Exactly.
Like
And
the
universe is a
first,
great word because you also want to
yes,
find words with more than one or two syllables. So universe is a three-syllable word.
yes,
Universe. So there's also some like grammatical like math, I would say, that also comes with writing. Because when you get a word, you don't want to just use a simple two-syllable word. You want to find something that's like a three-syllable word or a four-syllable word, a good like consciousness. That's a three-syllable word. That's a great word to use in music because it makes people like think on it. So you're like
yes,
consciousness. Um, I'm on top of this with this higher consciousness. I'm just floating for the universal possibility. You'll never topple this. I don't know. That was really kind of all over the place, but you see what I'm saying. There's you can really
yes,
do it
yes,
with anything.
yes. Really, yes. That is really great. So
Yeah. So
do
everybody, hopefully you're enjoying this stream and liking
yeah,
it.
if you are enjoying this show, then make sure you follow Watson, right? And
Yes,
also
please.
like, share, and
Instagram.
subscribe to this channel. We always just try to evolve great people to our show, and Watson is our friend. I met him, right, maybe 2 or 3 years back when we were then,
Yeah,
and I was
yeah, it
so
was
much,
about 2 or 3 years ago. Yeah, I know.
yeah, and I was,
What platform? What platform
yeah,
was that?
it was on Speakeasy Tile Lopez, right? We
Speak
used to just
easy.
gather,
Yes.
yeah, and I
Shout
was
out.
so much, yeah, and I was so much thrilled by his skills, and it was so amazing. So I just thought that let us do some podcast and share positivity out in the world. Because when
Yeah,
you
thank you,
when you see,
definitely.
yeah, when you see there are also a lot of negative things, right, which we must avoid. But when you just uh, transform that into positive vibes, it creates magic into other people's life. That's what I believe.
Yes, and
And
confidence. A lot of it too is confidence. You know, you may
yes,
not like your song that you made. You may not like it, but no one, we are our own worst enemies. Like I don't really like the sound of my voice that much, but other people like
yes,
it. So that was stopping me from wanting to do things, but then one day I was just like if I don't do it, no one else is going to do it for me.
yes,
So if
right,
you
right,
want something, that's why in one of my songs it's called Manifest. And in the first like 5 lines of the song, all I say is, if you really want something, make it real. Because you really can. I never thought I would be able to perform at, like I said, Mandalay Bay, which was amazing. Shout out OG from the Go. He's a local artist out here in Las Vegas who's amazing, who does a lot of big things for the community. Definitely big shout out to him. He gave me a lot of big opportunities, and I truly appreciate it. So definitely that is a little bit there, you know, proper flowers, give everyone their proper flowers. Everyone who's supported me, I truly appreciate it, and they know
yes.
I always support them, and I'm on their team. This is another a local company out here in Las Vegas. Choose Happy. It's all about raising mental awareness for everyone and choosing to choose positivity. So when I bought this hat, I was like, I'm gonna wear this all the time because it's
Yes,
important to remind people. Sometimes all you have to
yeah,
do is smile at someone and it can really change their day. You never know what anyone's going through. So we all
yes,
got
yes,
trouble and baggage and stress and bills and the government and the world and chaos and all of that, but you can't
yes,
let it
yes.
stop you from being a good human being because we're all human beings here at the end of the day.
Yeah, I would also like to know who you admire from music industry.
So
What
music
people you
industry,
admire.
big shout outs to like the Flatbush Zombies, Joey Badass, Logic, rest in peace, Mac Miller, amazing, the Wu Tang Clan. There's just so many artists I couldn't even. We'd be here all night. Now I was just naming artists continuously, but those definitely all of the Beast Coast, all of the East Coast, West Coast. You guys are all amazing. All artists are great in their own way. Everyone has something to share, something to bring to the table, which is so important because there's just so much that we don't know, so much that we know, and so much that we think we know that it. That's why music is truly that remedy that can just heal anything. Anytime you're in a bad mood, anytime you're in a good mood, you could change your good mood to a bad mood just by music. You change your bad mood to a good mood just by music. You can cry from music. You can love a person just from music because it brings back a memory of something that you guys did together. Like it's just truly the most like magic is real. That is the one tangible magic that we know like exists confirmed forever. Like that is like as soon as human beings could speak, we've been developing and we started making sounds and music, and just it developed so many civilizations and societies, and it's affected so much music, pop culture, everything that we've done. Somehow music was affected by it, like learned from that event and affected the next event going forward.
Amazing, amazing. It's really, I mean, next level. What you just told about music, it really has a effect to change one's life. It is so powerful. uh, I have just
Truly.
recently
They
also
use music,
heard.
listen, music for prayer, music for everything, to just to
Yes.
connect to a higher power. That's the only which way we know of. Prayer is done. There's prayer in music. It touches every aspect of life. Plants make their own sounds. We've been able to discover through technology. There's like actual speakers that you could plug into like trees and flowers and hear the vibrations that they put out, because everything is a vibration. So when you're tapping into those different vibrations and frequencies, you're able, that's how we affect each other.
Yes, same can be given example as a raindrops. When rain is falling, there is specific sound, and so it's all about frequency and vibration. Like I'm also speaking, you are also speaking, so we are matching that frequency at some level.
Correct. Correct. And you can tell by the vocal level that we're speaking, that it's like we're not all over the place. We're not like hada, 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 like with our voices. We
Yes,
can we can zone in, because if you were like that, no one would listen or pay attention, because they couldn't
yes, yes.
understand. I think they'd be able to understand if you were like that, but if you were like that, no one would listen or pay attention because they couldn't understand.
Are you there? Are we connect? What is happening? I think there is a connection problem. Shit. What is the problem? Hello. What is? Hey guys, we are back, and so my other question to you is, what do you think about the hustling in this music industry? What it takes?
Oh, so it is a steady grind. It is, you're giving up hours of sleep, you're giving up hanging up out with your friends, you're hanging out with women as a male, hanging out with women, hanging out doing things because you're just trying, you're working for something greater. So you may miss that party, but you know what? You're gonna throw your own party in like a
Yes.
month, and it's gonna be like an album release party. So the whole thing is gonna be geared towards building you up at the end of the day. So it's a choice. If you really want something, you put the hours in and you make it real. That song
Yeah.
like clarifies it all. It really does. I did a really good job with it.
And how about addictions? Because I see a lot of music and people, they're just somewhere addicted to something bad, and they're just into their own zone, right? And what do you think
Hmm.
about
Yes, so everyone, everyone has their demons and everyone has different coping mechanisms, and a lot of them are not the healthiest ways, especially in the music industry. There's been so much drug and alcohol abuse and advertisement at the same time. If all you hear about is songs about cocaine, it's going to make you want to do cocaine because that's what you're vibrating on. That's the frequency you're operating on, or that you're glorifying. So glorifying of the bad drugs and alcohol, in my opinion, is part of a big problem. That is why we have such big problems in the world. Now, I'm not perfect. I'm not a sober person. I smoke marijuana. It's legal here. And I've done psychedelics because I feel like they were tools that helped me understand a deeper part of myself that I wasn't able to access before I did that. Now that is just me. That is not everybody. Everybody should not go and smoke weed and do psychedelics aren't if they don't know themselves or enough about themselves to try something like that. Psychedelics can be very damaging to people who have family history of schizophrenia and other mental psychological issues. So definitely do research before you on everything before you try anything. And that's really all the knowledge I have on it, on that topic per se. I don't claim to be perfect, and I don't want anyone to um replicate my path to get me where I am. Their path is different. Everyone's path is different, and this was just mine. And I've dealt with different addictions for other various substances, and I was able to move past them and grow and learn from those experiences instead of taking it as a negative experience. I had to, in order to grow myself, would have to be look at it as something to grow from. I know not to do different things, and I know where my weaknesses lie.
Yeah, and I have also seen that music, when it comes to music industry, there are people who put themselves 100% in. They are just involved into one task, and until it becomes successful or they reach that success peak, they just try to get in, try to hustle. What do you think about that?
Mhm. You can
Hustling, keep on
definitely
hustling,
like
keep on
you
hustling,
can
keep on
definitely
grinding.
you can definitely overplay a song. There's so many great songs that have been overplayed that people are just like, they don't even want to listen to it because they've heard it so many times. So if you only have one piece of content that you are just bleeding dry, that you're not going to go very far. You have to have more confidence to put out more and more and more, and just really get that one or two or five or 10. The more that you put out, the more likely someone is going to discover it. And because the internet is so vast that you can be typing anything and be connected to anything. That's the world that we live in, that we have access to everything at the tip of our fingers. And that's
Yeah.
that's intimidating and overwhelming to not even know where to begin, or if you would even be discovered or found. But I guarantee you, speaking from experience, you, you will be discovered. Not in maybe the way that you want to be discovered, but there
Yes.
will be engagement if you work towards it. If you work towards anything, you will, in some way, shape, or form, receive recognition in a negative or a positive way. But you're going there. It will be noticed that you did something. You built something. So you provided something new to the world that didn't exist before. Whether it be a millibyte, megabyte, gigabyte, whatever, painting, sculpture, anything. And in my opinion, the creative arts are one of the greatest outlets for you to express yourself with all your emotions, in my opinion.
Yeah, definitely. And that's what justifies what you focus on grows. So if you're focusing on bad things, negative things,
And
your
those are going to grow
weaknesses,
around you. Then you will
yeah,
grow negative things around you. And at the
yeah,
same time, this is a broad statement, but negative and positive is a matter of opinion. So if you're surrounding yourself with negative people, they may not see the negative actions that you're doing as a negative action. They may see it as normal. But that's just the harsh reality that we live in, is everyone's opinion is valid and matters. And so it's hard for there's no, I said in another song, there's no manual to this life. It's all a challenge. But that doesn't mean you don't play this game. This is the game.
yes,
That doesn't mean you don't play it. because we
Yes.
can do it together. And I said in my song, it goes, that doesn't mean we don't play. It's okay. We can do it together, one way or
Yes.
the other. We're building up each other. We're turning haters into
Amazing.
lovers. It's no wonder that we could find each other. And that's just real. You if you are searching for positive people in your life, they will appear because that's how the law of attraction works.
Yes, yes, 100%. I agree with you. What do you think about Michael Jackson? Will
About
there
what?
be Michael Jackson, MJ, pop?
Michael Jackson? Oh,
Yeah.
great music, a lot of controversy. Um, I like a lot of his music. That would be all I have to say on that. It's
No,
it's
I mean,
crazy how so many great people can have so many crazy things happen to them. But the someone very wise told me that the stronger you are, the stronger things happen to you because the universe feels you can handle it. So sometimes we can't, we are not perfect. There's no such thing as perfection. You fail sometimes.
yes,
But if you can learn and grow from those failures, and they're not like universal horrors like murder and all kinds of horrible unspeakables, you know, then you can grow from it and learn and just grow. The goal in life is to grow and pass knowledge to the next.
yes,
So if you pass knowledge, then you're doing what you're supposed to do. You just
yes.
have to believe that. You really have to believe it.
Yes, believe
Belief.
in your
Belief
goal.
is the biggest thing. You have to believe in this vessel right here.
Yes,
Because this is
yes,
operating on whatever you are giving it. Because you are the
yes.
master of this.
Yeah, I have seen that almost all the artists just use their heart energy. They
Yes.
do everything from their heart, right? And so
Yes.
it is always real. You can just listen a piece of music and you can feel that thing that artist is trying to convey. What do you think about it? How is the power? How is that thing?
Yes. Yes. 100%. It's very it's that's why there are so many types of music because so many people have so many different emotions they want you to feel from them. They want you to feel that they were sad that their girlfriend broke up with them. They want you to feel sad that their boyfriend cheated on them. They want you to feel sad that all this negative stuff happened. They want you to feel happy that they got married. They want you to feel happy they got a puppy. That's why we are so addicted to social media because it's like we are all our own stars, which is true. We are our own star and we want that recognition and validation from everyone. That's
Yes,
why social media is such a positive and a negative thing because it can affect someone in such a negative or positive. It's so much power over us, which we've given it that much power because we've placed our lives inside of it. So it's essentially a piece of us. So if someone doesn't like it, then they don't that you feel they don't like you, and that's not the case. It may not have been visually appealing to them. They may not like you, and that's okay because not everyone is going to like you. And as long as you like yourself, then that's all there is to it. If you don't like yourself, you need to recognize why you don't like yourself and change those things because it starts immediately. Immediately.
yeah. The first step is with you only, then with others.
Exactly.
The first
Same
step
thing. Just
starts
like
with
like
you.
like that's in and that one step right there is in so many different like counselings like AA and all different program drug addiction. The first step is admitting it. So with yourself, the first step is admitting it. Do you love yourself? You didn't do
Yes,
anything wrong to yourself. You
yes,
didn't do anything wrong initially.
yeah. And even if you have done something wrong, then you can always forgive yourself, right? And then
Yes. Yes, you can
things
always
will
forgive yourself.
things will start to change automatically.
Yes, I truly believe that. And if more people are aiming for so much positivity, then there will be no space in the world for all the negativity that we have, that we've grown and we've built.
Yes, right.
We don't need to consume so much. We can enjoy what we have. We can be content.
Yes.
Not to be
What?
like too into it or whatever, but like we are destroying the planet. We don't care about the average human being, doesn't care about the average human being. All we care about is ourselves. We can change those values to be better values. We can focus on not paying so much attention to distractions and more things to promote positive change. Like we don't need 1,000 commercials about fast food and restaurants. We could have different types of commercials that are more conscious. Maybe just telling you like to be nice. Like you just a commercial that came on. It was just like, have you
Yes.
smiled? Have you said a positive thing about yourself today? Like, I don't know. It's kind of weird, but it'd be change in a positive direction.
Yeah, and it has a power to make someone day. If someone is facing some problem or issue, then by
Mhm.
just watching that, it has a power.
Yes.
What do you think about faking to make it when it comes to music industry? What do you think about it?
Faking it to make it is you. So, what are you faking? Like, are you faking like possessions, like jewelry and items? Because that could just be you're just manifesting your future. You talk about wearing jewels and having cars and money, and that's just you trying to promote yourself to be that person. That's who you envision yourself. So that's you manifesting it in your own way. So it's not a bad thing to fake it to make it. It's a bad thing if like you say it's like true. If you weren't like upfront about like I don't know. That's a really actually that's a very good question. Um,
Because
fa-
I have seen that great artist steal. There was a book, I just forgot the name, but
mhm.
great artist steal. That was a sentence that was used. So
So a lot
can
of
you
a
just
lot of a lot of rappers and a lot of musicians give homage to other artists by saying like this song was so great I had to make a version of it. Like that's them saying like I this song truly touched me. I had to do my own version of it because it just I wanted it to be that much more special to me. In my opinion, that would be why someone would want to use like a line or a lyric or the same instrumental or the same guitar riff or drum pattern or whatever. I don't think it's necessarily for thieving purposes. Hopefully, it's not. For a thieving reason. It's for a more growing reason for the community reason, like music. We're all making music, so we all want to enjoy it. So at the end of the day, it can't be about just money because then it's ugly. It's just so ugly.
yes, yes. Actually, I feel that music is never about money. It's all about how you feel, getting out that emotion out and
Yes, but
connecting
no,
with
no.
that
What I mean is like the music industry and what they like promote and stuff. Like what you hear more than anything is what the record industry wants you to hear, what the music industry wants you to hear. And the independent artists, it's hard. It's not as hard as it was ever. It's easier than it's ever been, but there's still a battle that independent artists are fighting over the record industries.
and that's why there is also a lot of struggle when it comes
Mhm.
to independent artists. They are
Definitely,
not a-
definitely, and
they
there's
are
so
not
much.
able to.
The music industry has been so saturated over the years with every sound and everything that we've ever been able to advance with music. We've done it. It is like I said, it's very overwhelming because there is so much content to go through. There's artists in every country, and there's so many countries in the world, in every town, city, state, everywhere there's people. So some people are only on one platform. They're only on SoundCloud. They're only on YouTube. So then if you only listen to Spotify, you would never hear just a only YouTube artist, and they could be the greatest artist ever and no one would ever be able to listen to them. So part of the grind is really about making yourself very available and easy to locate. Like when you type in my name Watson and you type in a title of one of my projects in any of like social media where you in the icon there's like a little music symbol right here somewhere, and if you click it and you type in Watson and you type in one of my projects, so Inertia is my latest EP that I released, it'll come up, all of my songs will be available to add to your videos or reels or stories or whatever. And just having that capability on all the platforms makes it just that much easier for a fan to
Discover
continue
to
supporting
discover
the
yourself.
artists that they
Yes,
want to support.
yes, right, absolutely. I agree with what you just told. So finally, to wrap up, do you have any last words which you would like to include from your end?
Um, definitely. I appreciate all of everyone who's supported me, and there's gonna be a lot of new music coming out. I got 2 songs coming out in about a week, week and a half. Give it a little time for the distributing services to get it all out there. But I've been teasing it out on my Instagram platform and my Facebook platform, and I think my TikTok platform too. So just really excited about all these things coming up. They're very vulnerable pieces, like I said, but just because it's vulnerable doesn't mean I'm not putting it out, because that's exactly what I talk about, is being confident in your own abilities. Just because I
Yes,
necessarily don't like one part of it or 2 parts of it, or I don't think it's the same vibe I've been making before, it's a new step in my journey as an artist. So it could be a flop, it could be amazing. Only time can tell. But I won't
yes,
know unless I do it. And that's at the
yes.
end of the day, just do it. Please do it, everybody. Please do the things
Make it
that you're
happen.
going to
Make it
do.
happen.
Yeah, do it.
Make,
Make the painting, make the sculpture, make the something, write your name a bunch of cool times, do some graffiti in a book. No, I'm not telling you to go commit crimes or anything, but go explore. Like,
yes,
be a kid in your own mind. Look at something as a new challenge, or as a new experience, and that can only help you grow and decide new
yes.
things that you like. You never know, you might discover that you really like painting or drawing, and you never thought you could, because someone told you somewhere that they didn't like your drawing, so you were like, I'm never
Yes.
drawing again. So
Right.
just try it, just do it, guys, do it, please do it.
Amazing message. This is really amazing message.
Thank
I
you,
hope that
everybody.
this message reach to a lot of people and inspire them, right, to become the greatest person, also achieve something in their life. I'm really grateful for you to be present on our podcast show, and it's been really great experience. And I wish in the future also we can do more this type of show.
Most
So thank
definitely.
you for
It's been a pleasure. I truly appreciate the opportunity. Everyone, make sure you like, follow, comment, follow
yes,
this man, follow me, follow all your friends, support their local businesses. Forget Walmart, support the friend that's making t-shirts. You may have
yes,
to pay $4 extra, but that's because he handmade it. He did it with more thought. So sometimes a more personal item is better than just something mass produced.
yes,
There's a little
right,
more thought, a little more personalization in it.
yeah. So
So
see you.
everybody, peace out.
Yeah,
I hope you guys have a fantastic
yeah.
day,
Peace,
night,
peace, peace from my
life.
end too. Yes.
Most definitely. Peace.